Welcome to Love Them Knives channel. LTK here. TwoSun, the NightStalker by Jelly Jerry. 14C28N steel. Interesting grind on that blade. Carbon fiber front and back. Titanium frame lock, if you want to call it, or do you want to call it a bolster lock? Hardened steel insert, over travel stop, ceramic bearings, ceramic detent ball. Oops, got to get it over the detent, and it's a little late getting over there. Yeah, it's the 219. And I contacted Jelly Jerry. He's saying it's the NightStalker. And I guess he'd know it's his design. Good looking knife, isn't it? Yeah, you can finger flick it with this cutaway in the blade. As well as, of course, use the flipper tab. Detent, I'd say, is appropriate. Let me try this again. There's your flipper tab. It's got jimping. It's all the way right up flush. Front right there. So it's pretty intuitive. See if I can fail it. Yes, I can fail it. Let me see if I can do this. Okay, I can do it that way. That's the only way I can do it. So I can't do it like this. I'd say, you know, it's right around about a 4.5 on my D10 scale. So it's really right in there with most of the other knives. Nice little drop to it. It's centered. No blade play. No lock rock. Fit and finish is TwoSun great. It's too good. It really is. And they just keep getting better and better. It's pretty insane. I looked one up, and it's still got a day and 10 hours to go because most of these sell on eBay, and there's two different sellers. And I'll give you all the information down below, like the TwoSun store on AliExpress, the guy who sells them on Amazon. So you can go there as well. White Mountain Knives. Go to White Mountain Knives. See what they have in stock. They have some. They don't have a lot, but they've got some. Amazon, they have some. They don't have them all. eBay, they've got the newer ones, and as they kind of age, they take them off. Now, the AliExpress TwoSun store is going to have the older ones, the ones that have kind of washed out of eBay, so they're not the brand newest. Here's the second page on this. Well, this is part of the stuff on the eBay listing. So overall length, 20 centimeters, let's see, 118 millimeter closed length. Blade length, 92 millimeters. That'll be interesting to check out because sometimes they understate the length. And also, TwoSun, it's TWSUN on AliExpress. This is their store. They've got all items, new arrivals, all this kind of stuff. So check it out. They'll have, and hot deals, whatever. So I've ordered several knives from them before on this TwoSun store because I could buy it cheaper on their store than what they were selling for on eBay. That's crazy, right? So, no. But you also check Amazon, see what that's all about. Here's the Amazon guy. His name is Tangly, okay? But just type in TwoSun knife on Amazon, and he's got really good ratings on his. So I was talking to Buddy, one of the viewers on this channel that I talk to pretty often, and he thinks that that Tangly guy is probably an authorized factory guy from TwoSun. So I think I'll ask the owner next time I send him an email and get that. But the TwoSun store on AliExpress is, yes, he told me that's their authorized site as well. So, yeah, there's where you get all the stuff, and I'll have the links. down below of all the designers that I currently have documented, and if they have an Instagram page, that Instagram page as well. Plus the sellers on eBay, which are TwoSun Knives and the DWin 99 as well. Those are two that are the same factory, authorized sellers. Good looking knife though. Not too big, but not too small. And what did they say, 92 millimeters? Let's see if that's right, as far as blade length goes. Oh, they're right on, aren't they? Okay. And it's 3 5/8. 3 5/8. So let's say 3.65 inch blade. Overall, 8 1/4. And about 21 centimeters. Blade stock. Yeah, we're at 0. Blade stock, 3.6 millimeters at 0.14 of an inch. And 0.54 of an inch for the handle thickness, 13.8 millimeters. All right, so yeah, that's pretty hefty blade stock. It's just right for thickness. These are contoured, okay, contoured scales. It's nice when they're not flat. Of course, Spyderco got a lot of flat scales, so they're a little bit less comfortable in the hand. Now, overall, if you compare the length on this and the PM2, they are dead on as far as the length goes. So this one favors a little bit shorter handle than the PM2 and a little bit longer blade. Got a little bit of a choil situation going up front, probably aid in, making it easier to use your sharpening stones without hitting things when you're going up and down the blade. Other than that, I think you can round this corner okay if you're sharpening the knife as well, so that shouldn't be a problem. Stone wash on the flats, but satin on the grind. And then kind of, I don't know if I call that stone wash or really more of a bead blast for the titanium on the frame. Is this easy to disengage? Yeah, this is pretty easy to disengage. So, yeah, that's pretty comfortable, disengaging the lock bar. Still trying to, okay, there we go. Okay. It's a little later over the detemp ball, so it makes it, see, you're still, now you're clear. And middle finger flick again, yes. There's no entree here, and we will take this apart, but there is an entree on this side to being able to get in and undo the pivot screw. This is a number 6, but I believe most of the rest of these are number 8s, and they are. So he's gone to number 8s on the body screws, but this holding this insert on are number 6s on both sides. Where's my balance point? There's my balance point. That's easy to find. How about design flow? Well, that's good. Goes right into the bolster right here. Blade to handle length. Well, there's where the back spacer is. You're pretty close. Pretty close. And really, the paramilitary, this is, paramilitary 2 is 3.5 inch blade at best. This is 3.65, yet the overall length is the same. So it's not out of proportion by any means. Ergos. This is kind of nice with a little palm swell, and here's your front choil area, and it's not too big. They didn't make it too big, so it's just right for me, and the rest of my fingers go on there. Yeah, that's comfortable. Reverse grip, yeah, that feels good too. So, yeah, the ergos on this are fine. Jelly Jerry, he does a good job, doesn't he? He's come out with a lot of designs for TwoSun, but he also did the Koozie Atlas, which you guys need to check out, the KB290. So, yeah, These guys are spreading out. They're doing designs for other brands like Concept Knives, probably Kaiser, if I can remember, Mazwan doing something for them, this and that. So, wow, they're getting out there. Flipper tab doesn't look too big. It's not too obtuse. And like I said, it's pretty intuitive here. The knife is not too long to where it's difficult to reach there. Or not for me, at least. Obviously, this is right hand. Tip up carry. 4.2 ounces. 119 grams. So, not bad. No, that's not a problem. Not unacceptable at all. Fairly light. Feels good. Of course, you've lost a lot of weight because you put carbon fiber in there. And this is not a laminate, by the way. This is real carbon fiber. And it looks pretty good. I don't see any voids or issues anywhere on here. I think their QC is excellent, by the way. Well, if we like it that much, let's just rip it apart. I mean, no point in leaving well enough alone, is it? I mean, there's a lot of guys that just the first thing they do when they get a knife is take it apart. I don't know that you need to do that. I'm not sure I'd be doing that either if it wasn't for just, the sake of the audience getting a look-see inside. I've seen the insides of enough of these. I'll pretty much tell you, buddy. But, I think it's interesting to do this for the channel's sake. But, hey, if it ain't broke, you don't need to fix it, do you? So let's see if we can loosen you up, buddy. You're buried in that scale, aren't you? Yes, you are. Okay, we got you out of there, but yeah, you were hanging on that tube there, coming off. All right, we got the pocket clip off. Yeah, that was hanging on for dear life. So I think we need to take this little number 6 out, which is holding the carbon fiber in place. And there we go with that. And yes, that's real carbon fiber. And we have a couple of little pins here that are locating it right here and here. And then they milled a little place out for this screw here underneath. So there we are with that. There's that. So that looks like a number 8. So I guess the only number 6s here are the 2 little screws, one on each side, holding the carbon fiber in that one place. That looks like the same size as that. So those are interchangeable. And it's coming off. And let's lift you off of here, buddy. Off this little tail piece. There you go. Okay. Flip it over. Hardened steel insert. Ceramic detamp ball. It's where the stop goes. The blade stop. And it looks good. Okay. Next, big old bunch of ceramic bearings, both sides. Okay. It looks like a little bit of stuff in there. And of course, the world famous detent ramp that they build here. That's nice. Just a little extra. Stone wash on the flats, of course. And here, that washer. It's really nice how it's got that nice groove in it for the bearings to run around. Looks clean otherwise. And there's the washer on the other side. Of course, here's the pivot from the front, which, there's no Torx entry there. It's just a nice machined pivot, but you can see the squared off area, so that holds that whole thing in place so you don't spin the entire pivot when you're trying to undo the screw from the other side. And the squared off area should, I think, face back, because I believe, because that's where that's squared off. So let's throw it back together. Put some little bit of go-go juice on there. Put this right there. Let's find our other bearings staring me in the face. And we've got, of course, our stop already in place, so this should just fit right down over here. Make sure we get everything lined up. And that looks good. I guess at this point we need to put our screw in here to secure the liner. And it doesn't look like it makes a difference. They look the same length, so as the body screw on the outside, let's put the carbon fiber down. Then we got this little tiny screw that's a number 6 that needs to drop in here. Just like that. And lay it down. Now we got the pocket clip here. Also, we've got our little surround here for the pivot, which let's do that and get that hooked up. And that's fine. That's tight. Tight enough, that's for sure. Pocket clip with the screw. And lay it right in here. And let's get our number 8 driver and put it right in to where it's, it's positioned correctly. Now let's look at this. Yeah, we got it snugged up enough. It's right back to center. No, there's no play or anything. Did I get it too tight? No, that seems fine. No, that seems fine. Nice. Comes in a lovely box, by the way. And so I just, anymore, right on the fronts and the back, so I know what it was. The NightStalker came to my attention after I had written out on the box, but I contacted Jelly Jerry, because I DM them through their Instagram site and say, is there a name other than that? Because they don't put it on the TwoSun listing on eBay very often, so they just call it a TS whatever, and then later I find out, it actually has a name. So that's the way we do it. I'm going to leave you to it, because we've got the NightStalker, good little knife. I like the design. TwoSun does a great job with their Q&C and their quality, and really for the dollar, that's just an excellent knife. All right, we love them knives, guys, so you guys stay sharp.